por la story. Let's actually get into the space and time for you. Chapter 5, Act 6. It's actually happening. Let's get into focus experience mode. That way we don't get bamboozled by characters jumping us into new quests. And let's go talk to Iona. Sure. Was that her name? I didn't even see. I'm SKirk. Hi, it's me. Hi, it's me. What's up? Oh, Ione. An official mission. That's it. This place is positively sweltering. I'm starting to miss the cold drinks back at the maison. Oh, it's from Fontaine. Ah, oui, oui. Bonjour, bonjour, baguette, baguette. Monsieur Royalt, I am still struggling to see why your office was the one selected for an official delegation to Natlan. Shouldn't business affairs be handled by a department with a more specific trade mandate? You're absolutely right, young man. Those in charge of trade will do the actual handling of this matter. We're only here to make preliminary contact. Goodness, couldn't they just come here themselves then? It's not as if that lot does anything useful most days. You know, apart from considering how to export rainbow roses in bulk and absurd markups. The rainbow rose export. That is one of the primary tasks, yes. Yes, indeed. Be it as it may, they've been considering it over for 3 whole months this year. Just like they do every year, in fact. And the result of these careful considerations, they simply decided to find another time next year to give that matter another 3 months consideration. Well, it is a matter that is worth careful consideration. It is related to our department's work, after all. Okay. Okay. I'll be frank, it seems to me that the one thing they do is do their best not to do anything at all. Oh my god, ain't that the truth? Administration 101. Precisely, and if everyone was like that, then we gestionnaires would have some peace and quiet. So now do you understand why we were the ones the Maison sent to establish preliminary contacts? No sir, I do not. All I see is our office's seal on this notice, and only yours. And only ours, sorry. Oh dear me, and isn't it our office that has the most enthusiastic and capable young man on staff? Oh, I don't care. Where do you own? Why, Kitty, don't mean the fountain and call me a Fulmar. It's really you! What? What did he say? What did that guy say? Well, well, if it isn't our favorite kind-hearted lady. That's me. Say now, lad, do I not say that fair weather is never far from the optimist? Where's the man? Preparing for his wedding, I'm afraid. Shan't be able to extricate himself anytime soon. The official notice did state that he was to travel with us, in principle, that is. Well, I'm sure we can wait a few days for him, on dear Miss Lenoria's account. Till then, you shall have to content yourself with just the 2 of us engaging in enthusiastic discourse regarding our work. Though, as you may have surmised, our progress has not been ideal. So, what are you 2 doing here exactly? In truth, our work here at Natlan is to find out what work there is to do. Ah, now that's the maison gestion I know. Simply put, we're sent to look for opportunities for collaborations, be they in trade, travel, or whatever else. So long as we can find something for the gentlemen back at the maison to busy themselves with, we shall have succeeded. We haven't even any leads at the moment, though. Never mind everything else, we haven't even found a single proper contact. But now we have. Do you know the person in charge here, Kitty? The Power Archon? That stands to reason. It sure does. Anyway, Natlan is a nation of many tribes, so there must always be many matters to attend to in meetings. As for the venue for such meetings, that would be here. Alright, in that case, where may we find an office to oversees business affairs here, so that we may submit our official documentation there. Besides, I believe that matters of trade between 2 nations require a formal coordination committee to be convened. We must put a list of participants together as soon as possible. You can discuss it with people from each of the various tribes. Do you mean to say that there are no overall administrative offices? Offices responsible for individual industries? Or intermediate department that transmits and issues tasks here? Things just aren't that difficult around here. Maybe I could just take you guys straight to the Archon. I do not believe that the matter at hand is of sufficient import to warrant such a meeting. Very well then, I guess that's just how things are, if nothing else. Those in our office specialize in accepting present realities that cannot be changed. Come on then, lad. Time we get to work. We'll do a round, visit each of the tribes in turn, and see if there are any business opportunities to be had. Dear Kitty, could we ask you to show us the way once more? There'll be no need to worry about compensation. The Maison has granted us a sizable discretionary expense account. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement that will leave a smile on your face. As a silver lining, were we in Fontaine, it could take a month for some this size to find its way to your pocket. Only a month? Only if you didn't take any detours along the way. True. True. Alright, back to business. In your opinion, Kitty, which tribe should we visit this time? Ooh, the people of the spring. We'll do as you suggest. Eon, make sure to keep your records. Let's get going. I will, sir, but they don't have any official notarized seals that could validate the veracity of the records I make. In that case, we could ask them to sign, or perhaps use fingerprints as stamps. We'll find a way. Yes, sir, Mr. Royalt. I guess I have to go to the people of the spring. What is happening? What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on? Hello, I'm here. Hello. I don't know why I say goodbye. I say hello. Why is SKirk so pretty? Oh my god. The music here is most refreshing. What do you think, Eon? Most novel indeed, not even remotely like anything I've heard back home. If we could invite them to perform in Fontaine, I imagine the result would be spectacular. Perhaps we could bring a band from Fontaine here to perform instead, if we facilitate some collaboration. A capital notion. Let me think. Which office would handle that? There's an office dedicated to music too? To be precise, it's a newly established association dedicated to passing on and promoting our traditional music. Ayo. Their ranks now boast quite a few Fontainian musicians, and their impact on the industry has been not insignificant. We'll need their help should we wish to jumpstart musical collaboration between Fontaine and Atlan. But the fellow in charge of the office is an exceptionally obstinate cretin. I wonder if we will be able to accept Atlan's music. Might as well make a note of it first. Mr. Eon, do remember to give Kitty her compensation. I'm going backstage to speak to this band. Now then, how should I start off? Royalt walks toward the stage, thinking all the while. I must admit that I find myself quite taken with Atlan's music. It's so lively that one cannot help but want to dance. Unfortunately, I am not dressed to do so. I absolutely must bring a looser set of clothes the next time I'm here. Here's your payment, Kitty. Thank you for your help. Ah, yes, the loose clothes aside, I should also bring a nice hat. Good talk. Did that have anything to do? No, it did not. So I did like the focus... Okay, for some reason, I was doing the focus mode, but it put me on a random commission quest. I absolutely hate it here. Let's do the actual freaking story. Oh my lord. There we go. I was getting absolutely bamboozled. Insane. Yeah. Now that we're not getting trolled by the game anymore. I was like, what does that have anything to do with the story? Where's Dainsleif? Oh, hi, dude. Hi, dude. It's my dudette. Oh, Hermione and Paimon, fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here. Hey, Kochian-san, what are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plans or bodybuilding class right now. Alright, got it, but seriously, what do you take me for, some coach from hell? I never force a student to something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while, that would count. That sounds more like helping you out. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right, I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in the last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols. Oh, so you stepped into cover to work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too? I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes. There's no real competition in my own weight class. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. No, don't look at Paimon like that. We're not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Kitty, let's just help with the patrol, right? Otherwise, Janssen's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition. Perfect, I managed to get you on board with just one look. Alright, coach, we'll help you out. Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. Don't free me up to check the other sections. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done. Sure thing, just leave it to us. We're experts strolling and patrolling. Don't you worry. Alright, let's stroll and patrol. Stroll and patrol. That's my job. Stroll and patrol. I do it every day. That's not true. I should walk more, actually. Maybe I'll take a walk after the stream for fun. Should I just climb this? Come on, climb. I mean, running off the wall. It worked! Alright, let's see. Okay. What's this? Was there always a cave here? Dainsleif, are you here? SKirk? Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here? Oh, you woke it up! It's running away. It ran away. Guess the reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now. There's something on the ground. Ooh, what is that? You mean that shiny thing? Must have dropped it as it ran off. Paimon bets the hilichurl thought it was precious treasure. It's probably planning to hide it there for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it, Kitty? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't it just a regular old key? The style is unusual. Doesn't look Natlanese. What do you think it's from? This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat? That's the one. How did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it? No, I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound. Yeah, these look identical. So if one of them is yours, does it mean the other one is... There are only two of these. One belongs to me and the other to my brother. I knew it. Ah, the key to a spaceship. Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Wait, no, descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then the hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your brother was here recently. And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well. Unless the hilichurl was our brother. Yeah, man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with Janssen's patrol on a whim, and now we've made this bombshell's discovery and found a huge lead on your brother. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot, or do you think we should check back with Janssen? There you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent. Oh, hey Janssen, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We're actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today. I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition was just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming the normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly. Wait, cancelled? Why? What happened? The Abyss Order attacked. What? Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Ether is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to. I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they are preparing to go to war against our entire nation. One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So what's different about it this time? What could they be after? No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. That doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mavuika knows. If there is any information out there, she's the one people report to. Want to come with me, Kitty? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case. I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order. Indeed, let's do that. Great, let's head over together. Let's go, let's go. We'll just teleport. Alright. Let's say hi to our Queen Mavuika. Let's see. The chamber. Mavuika! Great timing, Yan-san. I was just about to send someone for you. All the better that Kitty's with you. How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers? The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, the numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it. It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve? That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan's not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them. Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss? Seems unlikely, but then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order. It's too early to say anything definite, but for the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation. How are the battle's going? Not too many casualties, hopefully. Well, even they're committing all their forces to the fight. They're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself. Yep, we have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us. True. Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all, and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Kitty, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me. No, this one is personal for me. Oh, in what way? The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother. Yep, that's how it is. Kill him! I see. My goodness. That is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be? That is what I want to know as well. Safe to say they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met Kitty, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers, but he's been avoiding her. I see, so you two have fallen out. A pretty common occurrence between siblings. Well, yeah, that may be, but the stakes are a little higher where the two are involved. They certainly are, although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spite between Kitty and a twin could affect the fate of the entire world. It's so unclear you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after, is that right? Absolutely, I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do. Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were able to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports said that the Abyss Order has focused most of their effort against the Master of the Night Wind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand. Sounds great. I join you. Right now the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes. Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away. I want to see Citlali. I miss Citlali, she's the best. If Funa wasn't a thing, Citlali would be my favorite character. But Funa is just too peak, bro. She's just too peak. Oh my god. Citlali is a close second. Ah, feels good, man. Let's see. It's Itlali! I summon her. Huh? I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us? Indeed, my girl. How are things looking? Mavuke told us to come here. The situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Itlali after the house. Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am. So that's how they earned the ire of Granny instantly. They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? So tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the readers of who the real villains are. Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste. I mean, kinda. I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were him, I'd have changed that name long ago. Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said it because I was mad, but maybe I went too far. Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemy incoming. Indeed. Good. A much needed chance to vent my frustration. And at a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of the conversation was gonna go. You don't have to say the last part out loud, Itlali. Anyway, let's get him. Yeah, get him. Get him! Whee! The wait is more! Much better. That's more like it. Impressive work, Granny Itlali. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have considered whether your tribe really needed reinforcement. True. If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time. Word. Big word. Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. But don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them. Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help? Kitatsa! The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on the mind, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down the stronghold. Oh my lord. Let's keep going. Oh, the NPC is actually joining us. That's cool. They're like, you know, sticks created by believers. In the Abyss and Chaos will constantly absorb nearby characters' mental energy will prevent the void word. Destroy the word quickly. Sure. Drain the strength from your body. Indubitably. Thank God we have SKirk who doesn't need any energy. Am I right? Yes, sir! That music is so good, I'm sorry. I'm just vibing like a villain. Vibing like a villain. Alright. The stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone. The Abyss soldiers all bark and no bite. To be honest, this was even anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Master of the Night Wind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast. With the stronghold clear, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all cost. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that, well, I don't know. But it seemed like they sensed something. Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy. I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they are radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that. So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye? I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage, so let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready. So we're no wiser as to the Abyss Soldier's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Ether to talk to me, I could get answers for all of this. All of us. Did you pull SKirk? I did! I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. The keys are only lead so far. Pamela hunch, you might say that. But you're right, if we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers. Wait, you're leaving? I'm still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast. Go ahead, you two. Citlali and I will take care of things here. Let's go. Yeah, up with her. Any thoughts about her? I think she's great. She looks awesome. She feels nice to play. I love her style. Her design is peak. She's great. Look at her. What a queen. Like, she's so pretty. I can't. Oh my god. Yeah, I love her. Absolute cinema! Making my way up the mountain. Ah, come on! Can I fly up like... Nah, we can't. Ah! She's a beauty, don't you think so? Yes, absolutely. Incredibly pretty. Once you first came into my life, it was just so big. Okay, there we go. Whee! Is it burning? Is it on fire? Oh no, it's just a volcano being weird. And we're back where we started. That Hilicho probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Yanza and Citlali are waiting for us. And so we did. We've scouted the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilicho's hands? I was supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by. I do play HSR. Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way, but then again, who knows? Sometimes in life things just go missing and that's that. Ooh. Thank goodness someone's here. Please help me. Ah! Who are you? What happened? She's a Kenrian! She has the eyes! Huh? No, now isn't the time. Please, you gotta help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something? You've come to the right person, but where are the monsters you speak of? Yeah, where are they? Parents didn't see any monsters behind you. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around. That's crazy, bitch. We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters. But how? There's no time. They're coming. We gotta run. Where do you intend to run? What's wrong with this girl? She must be saying things. That's gonna be a question mark. It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. No, I'm skipping Finan. Am I gonna pull for collab characters? I want to get a copy of Saber for sure. I don't know if I'll get the light cones. And the 3.5 characters look absolutely awesome. I really want both of them, so we'll see. Let's see if she's okay. Yay, let us. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that? The monsters, they're right there. You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous. Ooh. Ooh. Let me help you up first. Huh? Nani? Oh, we can see them now. Slowly I can see them. Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now. I'll take care of them now. Great, thank you, Savior. Savior? Savior? What about you? Are you gonna be pulling for them? That's it. You done? Pammy still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing it in air. Kind of funny, actually. I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand. Really? Yes. Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters. Sure. What's wrong? It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all. Oh, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily. Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. The Raidith. Thank you for saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help. Diridith. Any thoughts? No, not really. Collapsed characters, we don't know if they'll ever come back, so you probably want to get them. The 3.5 characters, they're gonna rerun, like relatively soon, like maybe in 1 or 2 patch after, like maybe in 3.7. So, you know, if you don't want to miss Fate, I would get it because it's going away forever, probably. No worries, Paiman is Paiman and this is Kitty. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters, as long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now anyway? Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me. That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters. True. That would have made us more monstrous than the monsters. Welcome back, Onyx! Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monster hurt you? How bad is it? It's nothing serious, but I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be able to be doing any more running for a while. There is a cave nearby, why don't we rest there for now? Yay, let's do that. Good idea, we'll take you. Okay. Sleepy tea. Oh, this is bonito! I need to do it. Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. I don't want to risk running into any more monsters. How long are you planning to stay on? I don't know. At least until I finish the story here. You already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. Where are you from, Diridis? A small village, far away from here. I worked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy. That's the second time you've called Kitty a savior. What's all that about? Sorry, just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming, but as the day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find a savior before it's too late. Doomsday? Can you play HSR for a while after you finish Genshin? No. I'll decide what I do. I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like the image that existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched. That's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Kitty's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra. Actually, I don't think it's her. What? Didn't you say that everything matched? Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man. Ah, for goodness sake. The gender requirement to be a savior? Really? I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements. Ah, sorry, if it's not you, it's got to be him. Who is it? My brother. You have a brother? Well, then that's it. It's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Doesn't Dainsleif also have golden hair? Please, can you take me to see him? No. Maybe if you're lucky, it just depends if we can find him. Isn't he your brother? Sorry, it looks like Paimon steered the conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's a reality, so it's hard to avoid. Fair enough, but since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together. Have you always believed that the savior will come? Yes, everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. Okay. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior. Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? This is kind of far-fetched. She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order. See, she broke eye contact. Sure stand up for guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, ladies? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind? I just... How should I put it? Kitty looks just like the savior of my dreams. It's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. Oh, someone's in love. I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that. Oh my god. What do you mean, limits? What happens after 3 seconds? How am I supposed to respond to that? She explodes. I'm sorry, please forget I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find a savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you. I'm sure you'll be okay here on your own. Do you have enough to eat? I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that. Okay. Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. True. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. It sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help. Let's do that. Masters of the Night Wind. Masters of the Night Wind, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Masters of the Night Wind. Alright. Hello. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yan-san! My boy! What up? Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything? Nothing substantial, unfortunately, but we had the weirdest experience. Le weirdest experience? So, I take it that the war's still on. No progress yet, I'm afraid. あんたたちがいない間はほとんど停戦状態だったからな。 That's okay, I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else... You wouldn't even know we're at war. Okay. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order is thinking. I was wondering, Kitty, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero for a time. But you're a great hero too, Yan-san. That's true. This is technically my sibling's fault, so... Great, thanks you two. Let's say hi to the guards. Wow, Tumaini, oh hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it though. Of course I do. So you do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more. Thank you for... Did you play it here or restart this game just dropped this month? Yes, I did. I've been playing it every day. Thank you for standing guard this whole time. I don't really stream it though, but I play it off stream. It's all good, honestly. It's not been that much work. I haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religions, or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look, and see if there was anything nefarious at work. What do you think about the game? I think it's okay. It's fun. I'll maybe play it a few weeks and then drop it or something. It's been fun so far though, it's a nice change of pace. They didn't sense anything untoward, so we've just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it. Interesting. Well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp. What about you? Did you like it? This seems suspicious though. Could this be related to their true objective? Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Yeah, there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Kitty. Indeed. Let's talk to this guard. Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet? I'm so nervous. Hey, come on, you'd much too worried that so much of thinking. What's so scary about the chat with Kitty? It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But one-on-one chat with a great hero? That could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life! Oh my god. Alright, well, it is what it is. What the hell? No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax. Yeah, true. Alright then. Ayu-sama. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask. Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy. May I challenge you to a fight? What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Paimon's sorry to think your nervousness is all just an act. No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. What's the new updated lore? I'm currently playing through the quest, so I have no idea yet. But I'm still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over from me for just a few minutes. Again with the sheepish audacity, just pick one or the other, will you? I think it's a fair request. What are you waiting for? Bring it on. Oh, he's so happy. Damn. Obviously, I never expect to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I've been bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again now. You've had a spar with Kitty. What gives? Well, some people connect through conversations. But we warriors bond by sparring, and now that I've had a battle with a hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore. Okay. Each to their own, but Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary? Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements. As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yansan. You're back. Did the guard find anything? Absolutely not. Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer. But apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name is Cantalo. Ignore Paimon, he wasn't the problem. Kitty, you're back already? And the one thought to wake me up, huh? Huh? In fairness, you look pretty hungover. I can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in the state. Have you know, I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay, I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless. What I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation. Indeed. Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Citlali? I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague. It seemed as if some noise has found its way into Natlan's ley lines. What does that mean? Thanks for the bad pat, Dusty. Oh my, that might have been from a while ago, sorry. Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans at Sutra called to the front lines couldn't sense anything. Yansan, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive out the Abyss Order of Natlan for good. It has the Council of Granny instantly. I'm sure the chiefs will agree. It will still take us some time to gather the required force. In a war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory. Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs. Actually, since you're here, Citlali, I might ask one more question. What is it? Have you heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people? You mean only select individuals can see them? That's a strange one. I guess it could be manifestation of a disturbed psyche, or extreme negativity embodied in physical form. It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose soul got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple, things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the... Alright, we get it, Granny is at least learning and wisdom knows no bound. But could we just get a short answer? Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is, there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years. Okay, well, if Granny Itzetli's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right? Damn. Hey, I'm not that old. I agree, it's hard to say what it was for sure. Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious. It is. You tell the two about what happened. Really, you had to hold her hand to see the monsters? Sounds a little contrived. Oh my gosh, she's so jealous. That's the part that bothers you? Maybe the point is more than it requires direct physical contact, whether than be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war. Actually, Paimon feels like you've made a fair point. Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news. Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions. Clearly. Do you think she's a spy? It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere. She's a monster that no one else can see, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her. Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in the cave. Kitty, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful. Okay. Might as well, she seems to trust me after all. Happy to, although I doubt she means us any harm. It's settled then, let's go check up on her. Let us. Let's go from here. She's in that cave again. Is she here? Is she still here? Here we are. The ladies will still be here, right? It's so quiet though. Uh-oh, what if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all. Let's stay quiet and move in carefully. Maybe she's just sleeping. She's acting. Oh my god, help. Kitty, watch out! Shoot, maybe this really is a... Sorry, I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge, and somehow it still hurt less than I expected. That was scary. Parents said we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters. To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second the monsters are gonna come back and get me. It's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death. That's really precise, though it does explain why your attack on Kitty was so weak. Had to quickly level up in this area? I have no idea. I've just been spending my stamina. I mean, every stamina you spend, you get the same amount of XP, I think. Wait, but if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own? I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once, that's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden. For someone on the brink of salvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason? What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Could you really just be an injured civilian? Anyway, so could you make me some food now? Sure, I know just the recipe. Only takes an hour and a half. Pam's getting hungry now too. Get on that. You can join us for dinner. Oh my god. I'm so full. Thanks for saving me again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now. No trouble at all. You can really pack it away, Jrpgs. Guess explain how you had the energy to make it this far. I tried so hard to hold back, it looks like I still came across like a total glutton. Pam didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty. It's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone, and I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before. You weren't in there that long. She thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slowly. When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to the question, is this starry sky actually real? Wait, what would she think that? Does she know about the false sky? My grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here. should say. To them, the little village is their whole world. What do you think? I mean, I'm pretty early on in the story. I love SKirk, so that's one thing. So far, it's been good. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath the sky all our lives, whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world, and that sky is real to us. Paimon kind of gets you, but also not really. It's kind of like how journeying with Kitty is everything to Paimon right now. Yeah, I feel like I'm too early in the patch so far to be able to tell you. Like, on paper, I think it's good. We're getting a new endgame mode. SKirk is great. New Dainsleif quest. You know, like some event that seemed relatively fun. So I would say it seems pretty good. Now, I can't say anything about the quality of the story yet, or events even, because I haven't gone through them. But yeah, at the very least, I'm excited because I think it's going to be an important patch. That seems kind of right, but also not really. The story, I'm still early into the story, so I can't tell you. I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the savior. But I could never bring myself to go with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders. Yeah, go you! So I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time, and I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Beyond the stars. Who knows, maybe one day I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world. Yeah, one day. If only we could tell her. It's probably best not to open that can of worms right now. I need to find the savior and protect my world, then I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I can think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got. You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now. Sorry, I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hard meal, just like my grandma. Hey, Soul Mandarin, what's up? The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. It doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her. Hold on, it's them. The monsters are back. Weird. Oh, still invisible. Guess we gotta try that trick again. Can you see them now? No, but we're a couple officially. There they are! Oh, it's more Rift Town. Yes, stay back. I'll handle them. I will handle them. Handle the monster. Oh, shit. Legio protect. Paimon still can't say anything, but please be careful. We should see if it works with Paimon. Have you been Rin? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting in the air. You're doing alright, Diridith? Diridith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore. Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment. You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances. I was just, the image of Kitty fighting to protect me, I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do. Alright, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area. It's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight? Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Kitty? Sure. I'm personally satisfied that Diridith isn't a threat, but they can't hurt to monitor her for another night. Indeed. Alright, Diridith, will be... Huh? Why are you going in alone? As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hand, you start to relax and drift into a deep sleep. Soon a vivid dreams fills your mind. Oh shit. This is the Night Kingdom. Oh, Ether! Ether and the flower. Hey, Makia, what's up? Ether and the Lord of the Night? What the hell is happening? My head, it hurts. My headache is gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness. Oh, that sounds like the whale. Doomsday, a fitting name indeed. Skarko! I think, maybe, I don't know. A blood red sky. Look at all the cannery and getting absolutely destroyed. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior. That dream I just had. It's because we were holding hands. So we saw her dream, or like her past. Imagine being Canarian could be me. Sounds like just being a disgusting illiterate. You're awake! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Was she holding my hand? You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm sorry. Oh, is that right? Oh my god, Paimon. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the kitty. On the kitty? On the traveler? What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that. Self-control? What does that have to do with it? Ugh, I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Ether in the Night Kingdom at the very end of the dream. The very start. But I can't remember what happened next. Never mind, if the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning. No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead, but for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady. Do I really seem that shady to you? Mm-hmm. Well, dear, this should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can tell which stuff is perishable, right? Yep, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find a savior. Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, dearie Deeth. So yeah, wait, but if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know? True. That's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mavuika. She'll be able to find us for sure. Who's Mavuika? Hold on. I think I see something over there. Abyss! It's the Abyss Order! They're here! Ain't no way. It doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away. Where... What are you talking about? A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way. Wait a second. That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. I bet the tried and tested method will allow you to see them. Hey DJ Tay, what's up? You're right, I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like. I feel like we're like we're stuck in a place where like she's from the past and we're from the future. And by being in contact, we are able to see what the other sees or something. What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Diridith or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? We might as well mow them these one downs just to decompose the threat to the tribes. Alright, let's do it. Oh no! The morale seems super low. I guess they really were on the run, huh? So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand? Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but the ladies can't. So any ideas on why this monster might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front lines. Maybe. Pam is getting a little worried about Yansan and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta run. Bye for now, Diridith. See ya, and please take care. Alright. Let's go to the Master of the Night Wind. Yansan, we're back. Ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front? The front line is collapsed. Huh? How? Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements? No, relax. Their front line was collapsed, not ours. Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. This is good news, right? Why do you still look so serious? Did we finally launch an attack? No, we're still mustering troops, nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now I got the full story from a guard who was at the scene. He watched the enemy line crumbles in real time. What did he see? One person, just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. That's gotta be Dainsleif, right? They wielded an power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The god who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated. I think I know what happened. I'm wondering you can tell what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly, they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum. You don't need to sweat it, Yansan. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so perfectly, it's about time he showed up. Yeah, who else could it be? Dainsleif! Alright, where is it? I need biscuits. I don't have any biscuits. I like biscuits. I like biscuits and I cannot lie. Biscuitity, biscuitity, biscuit, 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 biscuitity, biscuitity, biscuit, biscuit. There he is! Were you waiting for me? It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd show up. It goes quite a stir, you know? This is a friend of ours from that land. Her name's Yansan. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person. It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Did you choose food? No, I chose neither. But I did have food. What did I eat yesterday night? Frozen lasagna. I was strong. I fought for myself, but I'll buy some groceries with the monies though. So in the end, I will get some food. I think I'll buy... I don't know what I'll buy. Maybe enough to make like carbonara, delicious or pasta con la carbonara or something. Sounds great. How you doing, Rai, today? Thank you for breaking the... Oh, the battle pass too. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in a way. In a war against the Abyss Order, that land is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself. No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons. Please don't mind him, Yansan. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down. He's quite alright. The way Zoe-san respects us of great power, it's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I'm still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're all friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time. Sure thing, you probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over, see you later, Yan-san. Dain! Would have killed you to be a little more polite. She's our friend. Yan-san, yes, I will remember the name. But I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. Fine, since Yan-san wasn't offended, we'll let you off the hook. Ugh, so stubborn. Whatever. So anyway, Dain, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example? Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Nepalese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. The true goal must be a deeper one. We thought so too, but it sounds like you're no closer to learning what the goal is than we are. I've been on the case for some time. Even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still I am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operation a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Netland, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them. What do you think we should do? Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make the sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever have anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They will never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal. Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy your like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right? Right. Wow, okay. A rare candid response from Dain. Sounds like Dain's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end? Actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. You must have lost it. So he's here in person. Unsurprising, given the scale of this operation. Oh, and there's more. After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then the other time we saw a lot of monsters, but she couldn't. Oh, and she also said she was on a journey to find a savior. Her description of the savior matches Kitty super closely, so we figured it's probably your brother. Hold on. That girl called him the savior. Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dain? The last time I heard the term was before the cataclysm. And not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the savior when the cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. The term's been around even before the cataclysm. Wait, wasn't the brother called the prince though? Where did the savior thing come from? Well, when you were first granted the title of prince, the Vtuber king and the entire court of Kanria set about loudly proclaimed the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Kanria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The savior was the celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed in his rhetoric. Of course you know how the story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vtuber's kid's lust for power. Sounds like the people of Kanria really believed in him. Is that why Ether is so determined to revive their homeland? Because they think he's failed as the Kanrian savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure-blood Kanrian afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained their ancient belief, including myth of the golden-haired savior. Paimon gets it now, so she's kind of like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated. Still, that doesn't really explain the invisible monster situation. If you can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order. Sure, also, why don't you stay with us at the Master of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired of all that fighting today. I will consider it, but we must discuss our next step first things tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's wait until the The following day. Following day, 8 AM. Boop! Let's go. Achievement? No, we'll deal with this later. Alright, let's go say hi to Dainsleif. Was the pole session painless? A little bit of pain. We lost the 50-50 on the weapon banner, and we didn't even lose it to the second weapon. We got a permanent weapon instead. But apart from that, it went well. At SKirk, I had enough to get the weapon in the end anyway, so we're good. No, we can't give them that much time. Is that Dane and Ian-san discussing strategy together? Looks like they're getting along just fine. Okay, yeah, indeed. Morning, what are you guys talking about? You're here, I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Sounds to the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Atlan. After the front line dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. This is where the central command is located. The location... the Cinder City. Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like the kind of place. Hey, this is great. This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all. And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too. Yeah, let's crush our brother too. Our army is almost ready and we've sent a message to Mavuika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon. I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival. Damn brutal. I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but the immediate strike is not in the card for us. Very well, then I will go there alone. Thank you for your intel, Ian-san. You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer and you'll have a whole army going with you. It's alright, I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif. Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him? I admire his courage, and I believe he's strong enough to take on the Abyss Order in his own. Alright. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcement. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck. Thank you. Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Kitty. Alright, fine, I'm coming. For the second day, Archon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone, and then he called his own bluff. Alright, let's go. Cinder City! Cinder City! Cinder City! Cinder City! I'm here and I'm ready. Let's go, baby, let's go. Let's go, baby, let's go. Whoop! Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Atlan? All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can. It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paim is confident we can clear this place out long before Janssen arrives. He had about 1 year ago. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go! Let's go! Dainsleif will show you the might of the Twilight Sword. Summon him to clear the obstruction that bar your path. Sure. The swordmanship Dainsleif has mastered as the canary and cord guard captain allows him to easily espy the weaknesses in opposing elemental wards. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to also destroy the void wards. Okay. Oh, I can change my pride. No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay with this. Get him! Get wrecked, Abyss Lecter! Damn, that music though. Rude. Rude! Come on, it's time to go down. There we go. What the hell? I got bonked so hard. The fidget there. Ah, come on, Kitty, you piece of shit. Help, I'm getting bullied. Dude, I'm actually getting red. I just don't have the team for this, because I don't have any fire damage. Chad, I'm actually equipped. I can't break the shield, but Dainsleif is gonna save me, it's okay. I literally just don't have the damage for this. They didn't tell me anything, like what the enemy type would be. Maybe I missed it somewhere. Oh well, it's fine. Sore? Reach the end. We still have no trace of your brother. So who's calling the shots here? Ooh, good question. Time to find out. It's this guy. Hello. Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want? It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man. So where's Kitty's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here? So this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today this is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless even as we speak? Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, At least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I like to see what makes you believe you've already won, or that you can still turn the tides of this war. Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No, His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled. Does that mean... Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley lines and reconstructions, and then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Canria. What? He used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does that mean the attack on the Masters of the Nightwind was all the smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no, this makes too much sense! Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in Canria restored to life. What a load of drivel. You're falsehood and riddled with flaws. My ears tires of your tedium. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving its ley lines? But you still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just rewove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Mavruika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war. I have one simple question. If Canria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it? Oh, you poor fools, clinging to delusions even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war? Anything amiss? I understand I could have missed. I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague. It seemed as if some noise has found its way into Natlan's ley lines. Oh, maybe Canria exists in the Night Kingdom? Or in the dream? Or it's superimposed with Natlan? That would make sense with the whole thing with the Canarian girl we saw. What does that mean? I have to say, I don't think it's had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk. I just get a sense that something strange is going on. I also vaguely remember seeing Ether in the Night Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. The Abyss Order chose to retreat from the Stronghold. When we attacked the Stronghold with Ianstan and Sitlali, this isn't their usual tactic. Meditation. According to a guard stationed near the Masters of the Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate. I couldn't see the monster that Diritis could see, and she couldn't see the ones I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. Assuming he's right and another possibility arises, maybe I'm in a different time and space from Diritis. If she's Canrian like Dane suspect, then that means this revived Canria that he speaks of actually exists, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Diritis has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Canria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. But this is only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. Damn. There we go. There we go. That should be all of them, right? So, we destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Atlan, but somehow that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said, Kitty? You look really worried. Diritis is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about all this. Understand? You think she might be from the revived Canria, yes? I've said my piece. That Canria could be revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. We stay here into some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Okay. Oh shit, what's that? I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of mortality has struck you too then, Hayden. 500 years on and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif, you may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade. Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago. But as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the others. Speak for yourself, I intend to kill you 100 times over. Jesus. Danes needs to chill the fuck out. He's so angry all the time, I swear to God. Us keep fighting, insane. Oh, never mind. We got some well, barely. That could have been cinematic, let's be real. Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never in all my worst nightmares have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 death. Surely there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone. That was just for your action in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Canria, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become. Alright, so I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps chat a little? What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? But I suppose you don't have any fond memories to look back on. I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the prince for his betrayal. Indeed, when the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret for what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Canrian, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods. I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'd never have expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much. Is that so? All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and rash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sertalogy, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point discussing it now, of course. But all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed next generations of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What? Too cowardly to admit it. I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Damn. Did you play with Olden, Hoyan, and etc.? I didn't prefer that, no. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memory, spirits, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine, so please tell me everything. Tell me about the Canria we once called home. Although your personality struck me as different, memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So the Canria we once called home. Dainsleif slowly closed his eyes, countless memories of Canria flooded into his mind. All the sights, memories and feelings, everything etched into the heart and mind, and gradually brought back to the forefront again. Simply recalling everything seemed to take a long, long time. You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age? I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy. Damn you, savage. Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not. The loom of fate? What have you done? Tell me. Oh, he used his memories to... So the loom of fate is using his memories to craft Canria? I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The home limb hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line's weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley line as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To re-weave Canria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Canrias from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even the fragments are all that remains in most cases. The more we all share, the more that can be restored. So the loom of fate is running as we speak, And the so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose was to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it? Indeed. We are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future. We'll weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. What a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and the wall woven from broken memories shall itself be broken. So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy, who has sworn to hunt you down. Precisely. For you possess a ring, left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours, but of all Kenrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price, if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait. So this was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation and access my memory. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run. Perhaps, but that is the gamble Her Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate is now finished weaving the ley lines. New Kenria is complete. Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. Oh boy. Dainsleif's kind of petty, not gonna lie. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Hey, sure, why you woo? Yo. Diddy. Ba 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 ba. Oh, cinematic. Oh, shit. That's not good. What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Diridis is right now? So she really is. We're not from the same world, are we? No, I come from your future. But that's great. That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Kenria? What happens to my homeland? Oh boy. Bad news. No, wait. Don't answer that. You can only fight for a future, and the future is unknown. I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him. Even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way... I've already found my savior. It's you. You protect me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing, before I forget, I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely you must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Prove that we met. That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him. A memento. Yeah, it's key. Wait. That's why the Heliotroll had it. Because we gave it to her, and then the Cataclysm and everything still went to shit, so she was transformed into a Heliotroll, and that's why she had it. So when we arrived, she ran away. Huh? What is it? Yep. If this is our future, If this is a fate. Give the key to Diridis, keep the key. I mean, I don't see how that's gonna change your future, but if you keep the key, at least the exact same thing might not happen, which might make it better somehow. No! Damn. Brother! In the actual flesh. So that's what happened. Istaros, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. Ether, you knew of all this. I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the event that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Canria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Diridis, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So she actually did it. We've been separated ever since I awakened in Tevat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news of the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Canria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So the reason why he wasn't able to save Canria is because he thought that we were around, because we gave the key in the future to the girl that ended up in the past that gave him the key, and so it was like, oh my god, my sister is somewhere, I can't help Canria. Insane. So I stilled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. So that means one of the shades directly made him not protect Canria. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously at the moment, in that moment. You were still in hibernation. 3 keys exist. Okay. I couldn't make sense of what I was saying, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now. An intersection in your memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Staros? Diridis succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. Oh, that is still him from 500 years ago. Okay, that makes sense. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Canria, save the world, but instead, the news she brought led to the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is it her fate? Is it how her story must end? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. That the ley lines of Canria are complete. I'd always thought that Tevat lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for the reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Tevat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Canria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan spacetime. That superimposition was allowed you and Diridis to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Canria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding it within it the entire network of New Canria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Canria can rise again. One day I will find a suitable host location for it. Why is reviving Canria so important to you? Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Canria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. But your memories were erased. But recovering all memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Canria. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. Man, we thought that we escaped a game where the protagonist has amnesia, but no. The dude Turge had amnesia. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the Heavenly Principle as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Oh That was the girl from the beginning. What's her name? That was the sustainer of Heavenly Principles. I know you always wanted to change fate. We both do. But this time I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss a chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past, no matter what. You don't sound like yourself at all. True. It's only been about us. Maybe in the past Lumion died, and so he's doing all of that to find a way to save her. I don't know what's going on. There has to be something. Damn. So he finished absorbing all of the ley line that was being superimposed. So now everything is contained in the scroll he has. You just need to apply it somewhere. But it doesn't seem like he wants to go to another planet to use it. Because he said that he needed Canria to be able to talk to the sustain. See what he said? He said he's not bringing Canria back. He needs Canria to support him so he can basically talk to the sustainer of Heavenly Principle. So, and because he said that it's all about us, that must mean that there is something specific happening because of the Heavenly Principles that is stopping him and us to be together for some reason. Either he is not a descender anymore because he is written down in Irmansul, so he cannot leave the planet. So either it's because he cannot leave with us, or there's something wrong with Lumine, and he needs the Heavenly Principle to fix it. Maybe the Heavenly Principle did something to us that makes it so we can't leave the planet or something. I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on, for sure. So it's not because he just wants to save Canria. Interesting. Our hero is back. Everyone's been waiting for you. The Abyss Order made a full retreat before forces even arrived at the scene. Well, thanks to your effort, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsleif, of course. What's wrong? You look upset. Paimon doesn't know the details either. Kitty just disappeared after taking Dirity's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum. It's fine, I need some time to take everything in. Man. Oh my god, I love her. Zitla is the best. I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother. I spoke with the Lord of the Night in the dream just now and learned quite a lot. You met your brother? I did. We had a long talk. You didn't think to tell Pyron right away? Well, never mind. Pyron can see that you're pretty down right now. Let's go over everything later, okay? What your brother accomplished, it all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. What surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. That caught me off guard too. I would never expected that. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Maverick had an argument with the captain. Maverick believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley line should come before all else. The Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave the ley lines. She saw your brother's action as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas. Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now. You're not the only one. Pyron's got no idea what's going on either. With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Atlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own. Did she ask for something in return? No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was. Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war. Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. Indeed. I trust the Lord of the Night reservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem for hand. So it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Kitty? Still feel like a mess though. Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Verisa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast. I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first. Hmm? Are we going back to the cave? Yan-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while. Ah, Kitty. That's me, I'm Tabibito. It is to the cave, I knew it. I'm the Tabibito. I'm the one that Tabi beats. Alright, let's go with this just because it's a lot of movement. It's great for exploration. Ah, so sad. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. You finally sense what feels like someone clasping your hand. But this time it sends you into a deep sleep, where sweet dreams await. Damn! We didn't get to speak to Dainsleif again. That's kind of crazy. I'll go here to see if there's something new here. Maybe that was left behind after his fight with the other guy. Like, I feel like we barely spent time with Dainsleif. We just fought together and then we separated. No, there's literally nothing. Damn, okay. But that was it, apparently. Yeah, that was it for the new Dainsleif quest. Wow, okay. That was a lot. So, yeah, damn, okay. That was fun. That was fun, though. I enjoyed it. I will say, I think... there was a lot of things going on. I feel like we... That was kind of interesting. Again, it really felt like... To me, this kind of is a precursor to what's gonna happen with, like, Not Cry. Because this means that, like... Now the Abyss Order has all the steps completed. And they just need to find a way to enact their final plan, basically, right? They finish the Loom of Fate. They finish to copy ley lines for Canria. Now they just need to find a suitable vessel for it, right? And I feel like Not Karai is gonna be the same, I think, than what we can expect when it comes to the Fatui, right? We're finally gonna see like the big picture. The Fatui are like enacting like the big massive plan before they can, you know, finish everything, like the last preparation kinda. So I feel like we're gonna see something similar there. Now, I don't actually think that we're gonna see much about all of these things that we just saw during Not Karai. I would assume that maybe, like, I don't know what could happen, like for like 6.7 Dainsleif quest. Like, what even is gonna happen? I guess maybe there'll be something like. I just don't see them using the Loom of Fate to recreate Kanria before we even get to Snezhnaya. So maybe some last, I don't know, maybe fighting together against the Fatui, and then at the end of Snezhnaya, Kanria is going to be placed somewhere. It's going to be like the 7.0 like region is going to be the old Not Karai of 500 years ago, that we're going to be able to go there. And after that, that means we can confront. That would make sense. Like 6.0 is Not Karai, 7.0 is Snezhnaya, and then 8.0 is going to be 8.0 would be the golden age of Kanria. That would be insane. I never expected we would be able to actually get to Kanria. I mean, as of true, I did mention maybe someday, but now it's way more real, right? And then the Kanria arc would conclude everything, and, you know, fighting against the Heavenly Principle. Because, I mean, Kanria was destroyed, right? And the Heavenly Principle had a hand in it. So if we bring back Kanria, chances are that's going to cause the ire of the Heavenly Principles. So that would make absolute sense. I wouldn't be surprised if we finished the Genshin first story in 8 point something, right? Anyway, that was very interesting. I thought the story was pretty good. I thought that girl, like, Dididis was super cute. I hope we see her again in the future. She was adorable. I think seeing our brother for real, and not forgetting our memory this time was great. Oh my god, like, seeing the twin last time in the bedtime story or whatever, at the end of Sumeru. No, was it the end? No, that was before Natlan. I thought that it was in Sumeru. I thought it was so annoying. Just like, oh, whoopsie daisy, you won't remember when you wake up, womp womp. That was kind of sad. But here we actually got to see them. We actually, like, found out more about, like, their plan. And we can see everything, you know, really coming together. I think the fighting was kind of whatever. They were like, oh my god, Dainsleif is in combat now. It was just like, oh yeah, press the button every 15 seconds. It was kind of boring. So yeah, kind of whatever. But we got some lore. We have some clear answers to what they're going to be doing, and I'm quite excited. I didn't expect they would be able to... I thought they would be using the Loom of Fate to, like, create ley lines, to be able to, like, change the fate and basically fight the gods. But actually, they're using it to recreate Kanria and change Kanria's fate and defy the gods. But I just didn't expect that Kanria part in the middle, so I thought that was really, really exciting. SKirk is fantastic. I thought SKirk would have a part in the main story. She straight up had no part in the main story. Which is crazy. I'm really sure she would. I mean, at some point, I think there was a line where she was the one speaking. There was also mention of Certalogy, of course, because he used to be in the same school as Dainsleif, so at least it was mentioned. So I'll have to do SKirk's quest and see how good it is. That, I think, honestly, I'm very excited about that. I really thought she would take part of in this, but kind of not. I think the whole aspect of, like, oh my god, a new war, they're attacking. This entire part was kind of whatever, kind of boring. But the rest was pretty good. So, honestly, kind of cool on the end there. I wish we had a little bit more to sink my teeth into, to sink our teeth into, or collective teeth. So a bit unfortunate. If I had to give it a score, I would say maybe A 6.76. I think that's pretty good. 6.76. I feel like I'm not satisfied enough to give it a 7. I felt like there weren't enough cutscenes either. It would have been cool to see an actual cutscenes of Dainsleif fighting Holden or whatever. Yeah. So we missed out. But yeah, that was fun. I'm looking forward to try out SKirk's quest. I'll do it in the upcoming days whenever I have time. And yeah, there we go. Very, very cool.